Welcome to this look at a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I'm here on Bare Rock Logging. This is a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 from Poorboy and NLA Gaming. It's 52.53 megabytes to download. We start this rather large area here, perfect for placeables, sawmill, biogas plant, all those kind of things, because it doesn't have a biogas plant or a sawmill at the start. The map looks like this. On a new farmer, we start with all of these bits where the roads are, and a section up here which is all roadway. This whole section down here which is the river, and this bit down here. Now that bit down there is worth 393,168. That bit, I don't know if is that all linked? I think it is all linked together. But that comes with field 1. There's only one field on this map, and that's a poplar field that you start with. Now, we'll talk about stock count in a minute when we get up to where the vehicles are. But obviously on farm management start from scratch, you don't start with that land, so that would be something you would have to purchase. As far as prices of plots go, they do vary. Often on maps like this, you find they're pretty much the same. We do have some small-ish plots. I say small-ish, you'll see when we go around the amount of trees available, around the 120s mark. And then we've got some bigger areas as we go around, so you can really build up. There is some logging you can do around here on this start point. This is one of those maps as well that it's going to be tricky. It's gnarly, I think is the best way of putting it. It's pretty gnarly. What I'm going to do is just put that on, and that on, that on. Map's open already. So, like I said, we start here. We've got bare rock fuel, so we've got a fuel point here for fueling our vehicles. We have got bare rock sell all or sail all. That is the only sell point on the map at the start. And then over in the far corner there, which I don't think we're going to go over there, we've got the livestock market, animal dealer. If we go back to the map, you'll see all the way down there. That's down that corner. Now I have leased a vehicle which I thought would be more appropriate for going around the map. That's why the money's not sitting on 100,000. As far as mods go on this map, there are no mods under build mode. It's all standard. However, if we go into our vehicles and we scroll down to there, like I say, the lizard, Dino, I'm using. But this bare rock login, we get the Komatsu 875 edit and the 931XC edit. On these, we've got some extra options for Olisfor's tracks, rim colour, and the same with that one. So those are the only things that are put in by the map maker. Now, we're going to whiz over. Like I said, there's no biogas plant, there's no sawmill, there's no other sell points, there's nothing at all. But this is a massive area. And obviously the rest of it, you're carving out a frontier into the wilderness. It's quite impressive, I have to say. Let's jump in this, because I thought it would suit this really well. And we'll whiz over. So I do want to reiterate, because I know sometimes I've done this. One of them I used a Land Rover, and people asked why they didn't have that on their start menu. I have put this in myself just for doing the map tour. So, first of the vehicles we come to is the Deutschfall Warrior, front loader and forks. We have got the bio baler on there because this is the poplar field, the only field on the map, and you can do whatever you want with it after that. But this is nice and flat down here. There are some other flat areas around the map. You can add animals and do whatever you want. Like I say, this is a full-on sort of pioneer. Do what you want. Sleep trigger is just here. Over here, we've got a building which has got the rest of our start machinery. Go into here, turn on shed lights. So we've got a timber runner trailer, we've got a Mack truck, we've got the two bits of Komatsu equipment, and we have got a forestry mulcher. The tractor we've already seen, and the bio baler. The slot count on new farm is 614. If you come onto your own farm manager and start from scratch, it's 594. You still have all of the vehicles, you don't have the sleep trigger and you don't have the shed. So That's the only difference between them. If you decide to sell all of the start machinery and go completely start from scratch, I got the slot count down to 493. So that may be something you're, I say, more happy with starting with. So, I guess we're going to whiz around the map. There's a couple of places I want to show you. There are 20 collectibles on this map. I'm trying to think, I haven't missed anything. Vehicle shop. We went to pick up the vehicle. I mean, that is the vehicle store down there, and next to it is the workshop trigger. I should have shown you. I just walked down to the vehicle, collected it, but that where I collected it from, that is also the reset point down there. So all of your main hub of activity is at this point. The map itself then, from here, once we get out across the bridge, it's wild. It's the proper Wild West. We are going to take a drive right the way out to here, to the lake. We're going to have a look at some of this on the way. The scenery is incredible, and the like I say, the terrain is challenging. If you are going to come on here and multiplayer with your friends and do login, or if you're going to come in on your own and do login, it's not going to be straightforward. Actually, I don't need that one open anymore. Let's get rid of that. Let's go. So you can see how sort of densely packed the trees are anyway. So when I said about the smaller plots and the plot you start with, it's there's still plenty. You're not going to struggle for login. If we swing up here, we've got a Placeables area just up here. Again, I should say, you could put a biogas plant on here. You can put anything you want on here. It's entirely up to you. One of the mini biogas plants, or in all honesty, if you're going to go for a much bigger one, or you might go for one that takes wood chips or something like that. You know, if they're available, because there's going to be plenty of wood chips about. This is the perfect map for this vehicle. It's like a superb little Can-Am. It's brilliant. So, come to the bridge. Opens up to some rather large cliff faces. There's an old barn down there. I haven't been down to look. There could be some collectibles down there. I haven't been to check. But as I said, the terrain, we've got a lot of very steep cliff sides and areas that, as I've found before doing various different Let's Plays, if you're playing or doing whatever you're doing when it's late, you're tired, it's very easy to make a mistake. You make a mistake around a lot of this, you're going to know about it. Plus, your vehicles, especially if you're going to be hauling full loads, you're going to have to be very careful to avoid vehicles tipping over. And you're going to need a lot of power to get up a lot of these hillsides. So we're going to keep climbing, get to a section. There's a few areas as we get to them where we've got fenced areas and you can pick which way you go. I like the fact it's kind of partitioned off. It's nice. It's got a really nice feel to it. I've already climbed up a fair way. Now I'm assuming when the map Silver Run Forest comes out, and we'll have the cable yarder, I'm assuming the cable yarder is going to be usable retrospectively, not just on Silver Run Forest. So maps like this, can you imagine when that comes out, using a cable yarder for steep slopes and cliff sides, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to take the right fork here because of where we're going to go on the map, because we're going to head out. We're at this point here. That takes you up. There's a lookout tower, a watch tower up there. Fire tower, however you refer to it. We're going to head all the way up there, so we're going to keep taking the right forks. Actually, I probably need to back up a little bit. Oh no, it goes that way. No, that's all right. It's a bit of a drive to get there, but it's well worth it. See what I mean about this being perfect for this map? It just works really well. But you see the scenery. As you come around each bend, another section up there we can head off. it kind of unfolds as you come over each brow. There are a lot of places you can really come unstuck on here. Got to make sure I turn the right way. Just gives you a bit of a feel for the map as well. So we're coming up to another point where there's a fork in the road. I'm not sure I'm going to go that way. What I will say is it goes all the way up there. Starts there, and winds its way all the way up, comes all the way back, all the way up there. If we go back to the map, you'll see there, winds all the way out, all the way around, brings you right up and overlooks all of this. So it's well worth coming out, having a drive round, surveying the area. We're going to go this way though. Out to the lake. Now, as I said, there are 20 collectibles. I found 4 in the same place. Spoiler alert. We are heading there to the lake. Oh, I was saying, I keep trying to get airborne with this. Is that a deer above my head then? Wouldn't be surprised. Now, I haven't come across any quarries or anything like that, but it's the sort of thing on a map like this, you could easily come on here before you start your Let's Play, and you could pick a point, like I say, all this area here around where the lake is. Nice flat areas. So if you want to set up a homestead, it's not as rocky here. Let's just say that it's not as rocky. It's a lovely area out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, yeah, you could set up a quarry, you could do whatever you want. When we come to this little point here, which is where I'm going to stop and get out. So we've come all the way around and we're now here at this lake. So from the southeast corner to, well, almost the northwest corner. There are some collectibles over there. Then we've got the steps down to the side of the lake. I just wanted to drive out. I just wanted to have, you know, bring you out, show this little bit here, show the flat area out there, which is, like I say, I think it's really nice. But that is the map. I mean, in all honesty, the southeast corner where the sell points and stuff are, or the sell point, should I say, the sell point, the animal dealer, the vehicle workshop, and where the poplar field is, that's all the things I would normally look for when I do a map tour. The rest of it, it's all forestry. And it's cool. I think it'd be quite awesome setting up a homestead or something here. With it all, well, yeah, it is steep, and it's sweeping off down there. Blimey. So, if you do like logging with friends, do you dare to tackle bare rock logging? That's it. That's the map. From Poorboy and NLA Gaming. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.